Hello, this is Shane McCabe down here at Nissan in Cookeville, just giving you this walk around of the 23 Sentra we've been talking about. Just as it should be in a new vehicle, no scratches, dents, dings, anything like that. Really, really nice. I absolutely love this color, especially having the little bits of black that go through it. Just really make it pop that little bit more. Then you do get the more premium alloy wheels as well. I love that you get the alloys and not have to deal with like the steel wheels with their hubcaps. So it's really nice. Little attention to detail there. You do get the little bits of mud flaps here and then again in the back, just to make it stay a little bit cleaner for a little bit longer as well. And coming here to the back, I'll show you a couple things here. You got these little circles that go down and around the back of the vehicle. Those are going to be your sensors. If you start to get close to anything, they'll start beeping at you, and if you get way too close, it'll actually fully brake the vehicle so that you don't accidentally get into a collision in the back. And then popping this up here so you can get an idea of the trunk space. Tons and tons of room there. Those seats too, they do fold down, so you can use it as a full cargo area from back here all the way to the back of the front seats. You have your floor mats here, front plate for the license, or front bracket for a license plate, and then you have the big floor mat for in the back here as well. And then in case you ever got stuck back here for whatever reason, you got the little glow in the dark pull tab there. And then here you'll see you also have a backup camera as well. And then before I hop into the car, I'll show you this. If you hit lock twice, hold the top button down for about 5 seconds. That does the remote start just like that. So really nice quality of life feature. That's a part of that all-weather package on this vehicle. These mirrors here are breakaway, so if you ever did get bumped into them or something like that, it will absorb that energy and move that over, and it will go inward as well. You do also have keyless entry on these, so there's this little button here. Right now you can see the door is locked, but if I just press that button, that unlocks the car. So you don't ever have to take your keys out of your pocket unless you were looking to do your remote start. And then in the back seats here, to give you an idea of space, gives you a pretty good amount of room in there. And then these little pull tabs on the sides are what fold the seats down to give you that full pass through, and that does work for that other side of seats as well. And then you do get this really cool like carbon fiber look that goes throughout the vehicle. That goes here right around the power locks, windows, mirrors. And then here you do have blind spot monitor. Then you also do have one on the passenger side in that same area. I really like that they put them on the inside of the vehicle. Main reason being is that if you have it in the mirror and there's that really certain colored sun in that one really wrong spot, it could like make it so you can't see the blind spot monitor. So here at least it's on the inside, so you can see it anytime somebody's on either side. And if that is lit up and you don't see it for some reason, use your turn signal, it's going to beep at you as well to let you know that somebody's over there. You do have a manual adjustment for the seat. This one here goes up and forward, down and backwards. This one here is a recline for the seat. And then you have a little bar that's underneath for your sliding forward and backwards. Here you have an eco mode, brightness and a dim for a dash, trip reset, and then this here is going to pop the trunk. Down over there is where you're going to pop the hood. And here you have a adjustment for your steering wheel. I believe this is tilting and telescoping, so up and down and in and out. And then here you have the automatic headlights as well. That way it's just set it and forget it. Pretty much turn them on, never have to worry about turning them off or turning them on again from there. Then once you get in your car, being that it's been remote started, you cannot just shift the gear into gear and go. Have to hop in, put your foot on the brake and hit the start button. That's just a safety feature to make sure no random passerby can hop in your car and take it away from you. So this little keypad here is going to correlate to the screen that's up there on the front, just to give you a bunch of different bits of information on the vehicle. It's really to set it up and customize it to how your liking is. Volume up and down here, seek and scan here, and then of course the back button for any screen you're in there where you need to go back a screen. Up in here, there is a little camera. The camera is constantly reading out data in front of you. A lot of the things that that's used for is safety stuff. So if somebody abruptly stops in front of you, it's going to try to use automatic braking to stop you from getting in that collision. If you're going slow enough and a kid runs out in front of your car and you don't see them, this does have facial recognition. So it will notice that that's a person, do everything it can to completely stop the vehicle. That also does work in conjunction with this guy here. So it's a pain to show at a stop sometimes, but right there you can see the 3 bars in front of the car. If I hit that button on the steering wheel, it goes to 2 to 1. And then back up to 3. So let's say it's 2, because that's what I hear most folks prefer on these, is having it at 2. So you set it to the 2, and then you hit your set button here. Let's say we're at 70 miles an hour is when we did our set. So we're driving down the road, and then somebody gets in front of us within 2 car lengths going 60, but we had it set to 70. We're gonna automatically slow down and then pace them 2 car lengths behind them. Now, if they speed up and go past 70, we'll speed up right behind them, staying 2 car lengths away until we hit 70, then we'll stop. And we'll keep just going 70. Or if they just get out of your way, you'll just speed right back up and go to 70 from there. So really nice quality of life feature, especially if you plan to drive a lot, and especially on like interstate driving. This will just save you so much headache. If you have luck like I do, it seems like every single time that I turn on my cruise control, somebody happens to get right in front of me and I have to reset it. So really, really nice quality of life feature. And then you have your Bluetooth functionality here. And then with the gear shift, pretty standard stuff. You just pull it back into drive. And if I put it up into reverse, you can see the backup camera there. And if I turn the steering wheel, you do get that pre-forecast where it's going to show you where you're going to be turning the vehicle into. I've become very reliant on these, being that I drive them all the time, so it's a really nice feature to have. And speaking of that as well, you get the flat bottom steering wheel, so it's really easy to just whip that steering wheel around for any sort of quick turns that you need to do. And then you do have the little nautical fans here. The reason these are really cool is they give you a lot more range of motion where you want that air to blow to. So you can just get yourself the most comfortable that you possibly can. Everything up here on this screen is touch screen, so you can see just touching on the different few things there. Then if you did have your phone plugged in, there would be an additional icon here for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And then let's see here. So you got volume up and down there. Tune over here, press this in. You could also go for bass, middle, treble, the whole 9 from there. Over here is where you got your heated seats and heated wheel. Heated seats on both sides. They started high, then low, and then off for both sides. And you got your heated wheel right there in the middle. This does have dual climate control, so you can have it set to whatever temperature on either side, and it'll keep it split right down the middle, so that way you're not messing with somebody else's climate that they don't really want it to be on. So really nice quality of life feature there again. Then you do have an auto button here. This auto button is going to make this work like a thermostat in a house. You can see right there the fan just started working all on its own. I'm going to turn that down just so it's not too loud there. But once you hit auto and it says we're at 60 degrees, it's going to kick on the air and do everything it needs to keep us set to 60. If we do get below 60, it'll stop doing the air. If we get above it, kicks on the cold air, so on and so forth. Like I said, just like a thermostat in a house. And then you do have 2 fast chargers and an auxiliary port there. Those chargers are going to charge your phone way faster than most vehicles do. Not quite as fast as in your house if you have like a 120 watt charger, but it's somewhere right in that middle. The biggest thing about it is that if you're using your phone as a passenger while you're on a long car drive, you're not plugging in your phone just to make sure it doesn't die. You're plugging it in there because you're still going to gain a charge, which is so nice. I can't tell you how many times I have to plug in my phone and purely do that just so it doesn't die on me and get wherever I'm going. I just have no charge, so you will actually get the charge from there, which is really cool. Then you do have a little bit of carbon fiber that does continue over to here in the cup holders, and you get a pretty decent sized middle console there as well. And this bit here is leather, feels really premium. Same thing on the steering wheel. And then you have the cloth seats, of course, like I was telling you on the phone. Really nice styling to those. I think they chose the right kind of color combination on them. And then over here you got your glove box as well, and then your other blind spot monitor there, and a little bit of that carbon fiber there as well. So I hope this answered a lot of the questions that you might have, and hopefully makes this purchase a little bit easier knowing what it is that you're getting into from here. So if you have any other questions, just feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you.